All right, how's it going, everybody? So I'm back with the next installment in this series on improving your chess tactics. So today I've got the thing set between 2,000 and 2,200, and we'll see how many we can do. Before I get into it, I'll just reiterate some of the things I said in past videos about chess tactics. So I think they're really important aspects of your chess training. Um, I think tactical mistakes are definitely huge for players at the club level, amateur players. They're oftentimes what decide games, and if you get better at chess tactics, then it's really going to help you in your general improvement. Um, Probably, I would venture to say a lot more than most other things people focus on. Um, I mean, you got to focus on those other things too, but tactics are definitely important. So, just general tips. Again, as I've said before, I would spend at least 5 minutes looking at a problem before I started to make moves. And if you wanted a challenge, setting yourself a limit of 10 minutes, unless you're absolutely sure that you've got it, it would be my recommendation. So, with that being said, let's just jump right into it and see what we get here. So, okay, so we're playing the black side of this. Um, so, we've got a queen against a rook, knight, and bishop, and three pawns. So, we're definitely outclassed in terms of material. This kind of suggests to me that um, this is a checkmating problem, which suggests looking for mating opportunities. So the first thing I see is this check, and taking away this square. This is taken away by the pawn. This is taken away by the king. This is taken away by the pawn. This is taken away by this rook. So it looks like the only thing white could do in that situation would be to block with their knights, after which we could take it. And together with this rook and the pawn and king, that's going to be checkmate. Let's go for it. Oh, that's it? Okay. Surprised they don't make us do this. Okay. So it is what it is. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so it looks like we have a even material situation. Maybe we're down a pawn. Looks like they have a queenside majority over here. The action definitely seems to be convening on this point. The first idea I come up with is just adding another attacker to this point here. I don't see a way that they can defend. They can bring their bishop back, which gives them a third defender on this. We have three attackers. So it looks like they have, that threat met. However, after this and here, we can go here with a fork on these 2 points. E2 E2 and C2. And yeah, after there's a trade, we can just take back and still have a fork. And I don't see a way that white can stop losing material there. Yeah, let's go for it. So we can take their queen. So in this position, you know, they're counterattacking. We take their queen, they take our queen. But again, we take their bishop after that. And we're just up a piece. Okay, so that one was rated 2136. I didn't know this last. I think the last one was like 2000 something, but I don't know. Alright, so it looks like we have even material situation again. First thing I sort of that comes to my eye is these two are kind of defending each other, and this is attacking, which suggests to me trying to distract this king. So first thing I think of is this check, which would force the king over here or here, so it could still be maintaining the defense. So maybe there's not a lot there. So again, if we take and they take, do we have anything after that? Not really seeing a lot. Yeah, because the unfortunate thing is putting the bishop here just impedes my rook's access to the back rank. Okay, so my next thought is maybe maybe I didn't notice this before. If we take here and not here, but they take back this way, and we check. I mean, they still get away. Yeah, not seeing a lot there. Just looking at wild ideas like taking here. Ah, yes, this is it. Yeah, you sort of get these kind of fun ideas every now and then in these tactics problems. So the idea here is this check, which forces this capture. I mean, there's no other move. And then you get to take this. So at that point, you've effectively traded rooks, but then we have the crucial double threat, which is what you need in many tactical situations, which is the obvious thing that you're threatening to take this bishop. But because this bishop controls this square, you're also threatening mate. And that double threat should be decisive to win the bishop, because they have to get out of the mate threat. Alright, so that one was 2004. Alright, let's see. Okay, so two minor pieces, let's see. Three. Okay, so are we down a rook here? Yeah, down a rook. That's no fun. Never fun to be down a rook. Okay, this kind of looks like the classic smothered mate situation. Seems a little too easy for this rating range. Check here, and if it goes back, check, forcing this, mate, check, goes here, double check, the king has to move. If they go here, this is mate. Yeah, this seems too easy for this rating range, so let me just double check this and make sure there's not some trick somewhere. Check, this is forced. Double check. So the king has to move, so the king has to go to this square or this square. So they go here, so they go back to h1, and we have our smothered mates. Whoops. The smothered mate. And if they go to this square, yeah, got this mate. Yeah, I just want to double check to make sure that's right, because I feel like this is a kind of problem that you see at lower levels. 2041, wow. Alright, so we have equal material. Down a pawn, I guess. Alright. Alright. So takes. Check. Takes. Mates. Yeah, that's it. Queen takes f6. Queen, well, we gotta check rook takes f6. Queen takes f6, queen takes f6. Sorry. Rook, g8 check. Rook takes g8. Bishop takes f6. No, no, I got too quick there. They have rook g7. Alright, this is pinned, very importantly. This bishop is pinned. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Oh man, I'm clicking it way too much. Sorry about that. That was an accidental click. That is not what I meant to do. So let's try it again. So this is pinned. So it looks like we can't forget. Well, we can't forget that fact. So queen g7 check. Bishop takes g7. Bishop takes g7. Checkmate. That's what I was trying to point out. And then I had a mouse slip. I get too much clicking going on with drawing these arrows and everything, and accidentally make a move. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're same amount of material. It looks like we're up a pawn. Okay, I got a lot of pieces converging on this square. I wish this knight wasn't here. You could just play checkmate. Alright, so okay. So knight f6 check. G takes f6, knight h f6 check. G takes f6, knight f6 check. Let's say king to f8. At that point, I think takes here. And then they take our queen. We take their queen. They take our rook. We take their rook. They take our... Oh, this knight is already off the board, sorry. And I think at the end of that, white has a rook against a bishop and a knight, which does not seem very good. So, I don't believe that's it. What about taking this, and if they recapture, going here? Because if they take with the rook, we can take their rook, and that looks pretty good. Okay, maybe. Let's just go through this again. Takes g6. F takes g6. Queen takes g6. Rook takes. Is met by this. Bishop takes is met by mate. Queen takes is met by this. So it looks like the crucial move is rook takes. After which rook takes, check. King h7. And we've given up a knight and a rook for a knight and a rook and a pawn. And we have 4 pawns, or we have 6 pawns against black's 4. Black's king is exposed. These are their pawns. And that seems like a better position. But I feel a little iffy about it. Let's just try it one more time. Rook takes. If they decide to take here, then we just have this check. And yeah, that just looks no good. So it looks like they probably are more or less forced to take here. We take back. And again, we talked about bishop and queen capturing there are no good. If rook captures, we can take here. And then if this rook comes up, I think my idea might be to play check. Ay. Okay, this feels really unclear. Do we have any other ideas besides this? I mentioned this. Knight f6, g takes f6. Well, I mentioned knight h f6, g takes f6. But that's interesting. Like, why? Okay, let's go through this. G takes f6. Knight takes f6 check. Again, for the sake of argument, let's have them bring a piece closer to the defense here. We'll take here. They'll take us. We've given up a knight for a rook. We take here. They'll take here. We take here. Yeah, I think when I went through this line before, I forgot that I still have an active knight, so it should be a knight and a rook against a two minor pieces, a knight and a rook against two minor pieces. Yeah, so I think that this is it. Whoa, that's a drunken arrow. Check, check, takes, check. Again, we'll go here. It takes the rook, so we've won a rook for a knight. A rook and a pawn for a knight, I should say. They take our queen. We take their queen. They can trade rooks. Those are just trades. The crucial thing is you want a rook and a pawn for a knight. And so then my only question is, should I take, which knight should I take with? What's the difference? Or, sorry, which knight should I begin with? What is the difference? I guess they don't have to take here. Is the claim that they could just move? But still, don't we just take this? Huh. I think that this is the move, this knight f6, but the question is which knight and why? I mean, my intuition is to go with this knight first, just to have the other knight shield the bishop's attack on the queen. Alright, I think I've looked at this one a long time. I didn't set a timer, unfortunately. But I think I've looked at this one for a fair amount of time. Wow. Yeah, this has me nervous because I can't decipher which knight to take with. Again, let's check this out really quick. G takes. Whoops. G takes, queen takes. And rook takes. And queen takes check. So yeah, in that situation, takes. I mentioned why taking with either of these pieces is no good. The bishop takes, gets mated on g7. The queen taking just loses your queen. I'm drawing all kinds of fun arrows here. So the crucial move seems to be this capture, and again, not that one, but takes here, and we've traded a knight and a rook for a knight and a rook, but we want a pawn, and these two are loose, and their king is loose. I don't know. It's not material. I mean, you want a pawn, and you sort of expose their king, but this other line seems to win material. A pawn and a rook for a knight. But I don't know which knight to take with. Like that's... I can't decipher which knight is better to take with. Alright, I'm gonna go with this knight. I have a feeling this is not gonna be right. This is gonna be really annoying. Yeah. There we go. Let's see what we got. Is it gonna say to take with the rook? Yeah. So this line was right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good example. Like, you can't figure out which knight to take with, then that probably is not the right solution. So let's see why this knight capture didn't work. What was I missing? She takes f6. This is not winning material? King f8 is okay. Knight takes. Queen takes d6. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. And then they take this one. No, they take this. Huh. Okay, so this is the computer's line, and the computer is saying, I've got a bishop and a rook against your queen, and I'm just better. Huh. That's interesting. Or not better, but you just have a small edge. Wow, I guess... Yeah, I gotta get the queen out of this attack. So it says queen h5. Yeah, you gotta get the queen out of the attack, and so they take, yeah. Okay. So that didn't work for that reason. That's a bummer. I saw the other line, but I just didn't think it worked. Yeah, so yeah. So that was it. I saw all this, but I just... Yeah, I wasn't thinking it was... I thought the other line won more material or something. That's a bummer. Okay, let's see. Let's do one or two more here, maybe. Okay, so even material situation. Okay, so my first thought is rook e4, and I've got all their checking squares covered. So it looks like the queen just has to get out of town, like maybe going this way. So if we go here, and let's say just for sake of argument, I don't know, they go queen... Yeah, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's go queen b4 and just defend this. After that, I guess we have queen d4 check. And they have to go to one of these three squares. If they go to one of these two, we can go check. And that looks very menacing. But menacing is not concrete. All right, let's run through it again. This one check, or rook e4, queen b4, queen d4 check. Okay, queen d4 check. If here this check at least wins the queen. So that looks no good. If here this check is the one that looked menacing, and so they would have to either go here, or they could put their knight here. If they put their knight here, I think I'd just take it, and if they take, then again this motif of checking and picking up the queen. So blocking with the knight doesn't seem to work. So then going back would seem to be met by, again, this check and picking up the queen. That seems to be the motif against this move queen b4, which is not forced. But otherwise, I think black just gets a big attack on this exposed king. Yeah, let's go for this. This looks right. Okay, so they go this way and just sort of take the diagonal. That makes sense. Now my idea is to go here and no, that's not threatening mate. This is threatening this rook though, which is definitely interesting. And it's threatening to take the knight too, because we have two pieces on it. Okay, so then can I get out of these checks? I believe so. Yeah, I think can wiggle away from those checks, and then there's this double attack. I think should be pretty good. Let's go for this. All right, 2005. Okay, so a good example of some problems in this rating range, 2000 to 2200. I think I missed one of them. Well, yeah, I missed one of them. And it was a really good, I think, instructive example of that sort of happens in these tactics problems. Like in that case, we had two knights. It wasn't obvious, which knight to go in with. And given that these tactics problems require there to be one correct answer, if you have something like that and you can't prove that one knight jump is better than the other, then maybe neither one is correct, and that's what turned out to be the case with that one. In any case, looking forward to coming back with the 22 to 2400 video here soon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.